Hey all, welcome to a new series called Sons of the Forest Speedrun. This is episode 1 and it stars myself as one of the survivors that follows Proof MR2, who happens to be my nephew, and he leads me on the speedrun. So there are some fun things that you can do during this series. I'm not going to stop and read them all to you, but you can pause the video and read all the fun ways you can make this series even more enjoyable. So we had established that we were going to do a speed run, and so we weren't going to do any base building. We were just going to go to all the spots and get what we needed, find the interest points in the spots, and just do a run in a day, a real life day completing this game. And I've sped up this video double time, so it's not a 2 hour or 2.5 hour video. Hopefully it doesn't make you sick. Hopefully you can see the important things. So you see us running to a camp. So you see me making bow and arrow, and because I love bow and arrows in games, and I'm all excited about this, ready to take out those frickin' monsters, cannibals, and you see me shoot it and do jack shit. And then die! I didn't have any arrows. So the first part of this video, you're gonna see me biff it and die a lot. And unfortunately for Proof, you're gonna see me take him out as well, because I just blindly and wildly just start hitting whatever's coming at me, and regardless of who's around me, whether it's Kelvin or Proof, I don't care, I'm just swinging away. This is the second game in a series. The first game is The Forest, and this is the second game that comes after it. And in The Forest, when we played it, I was afraid to die because I'd heard that they'd take you down into the caves and then you'd have to find your way out of the caves. And so I tried really hard, like, to have someone around there to revive me, or you'd spawn back at the airplane, and just it was a mess. And so I was really dreading dying in this game. I knew it was going to happen, but it really isn't so bad. I mean, it's pretty manageable. You don't have to start back at the helicopter crash or any of that kind of stuff. At least not for my experience in this. When you guys play this, listen to the actual songs and the ads on the radio and the music. It's really interesting. Some of the lyrics are really interesting in this game. They put a lot of thought into this. When you do revive after dying, you don't have anything on you other than your knife that you can then cut yourself down or get out of wherever you are in. But other than that, all of your supplies, you have a pack that you have to go to, and it's that exclamation point that you see. You have to go get that. Then you have everything. You don't lose anything, which is really nice. So the whole situation with these cannibals, monsters, it's tense. You know, you want to hurry and grab your backpack, grab the loot, and get the F out of there. Okay? So it's tense. And I'm in that tense moment, I'm blindly just whacking away at whatever's around me. And in the process, I take out poor Kelvin. May he rest in peace. Kelvin had survived the helicopter crash with us, and he can be, in other players' games, he can help you out and everything, but nope, this is as far as he got it in the speedrun. So Proof is able to get a couple of the birds and collect their feathers. In the forest, they would fly by and sometimes they would just drop the feathers. And I don't know, I think they do that in this game, but it's harder. It's harder to get the feathers. At least for me it was. So here I see him collecting feathers and I'm looking, and you see my head kind of looking all around for any feathers to drop out and trying to get a bird. What I failed to capture at the beginning of the game was as soon as we landed in a helicopter and we established, okay, we're going to just go, we had actually found the first cave with a printer, a 3D printer in it, and we were able to 3D print the canteens. And that, I tell you, is worth your weight in gold to get that and have that on you. You see us running out into the shallow part of the ocean, trying to get water to drink and fill up our canteens. And duh, we can't drink salt water. So then we go into the inlet to the river where we're able to fill up our canteens and take a couple gulps of water. It's important when you come across these scenes in the game to loot everything and to look on the bodies themselves. There'll be things highlighted, but sometimes, like maybe your camera angle or whatever, when you're looking at it, you don't see it. So take your time looting the whole area and looking for things that you can take. Everything is valuable that you can use. The watches, the coins, everything you can use. So take it all. So now I'm following Proof out to the raft that has a pistol out there. So I'm swimming, I'm trying to go as fast as I can because he says there's sharks out here. And of course, yeah, he aggroes them and I'm trailing, so then I get the nice benefit of being shark food. But I guess it's payback for me taking him out. And then the little shit tells me, oh, there was only one pistol. I'm like, okay, you can have it. And he's pulling my leg. Nah, he was awesome. I really appreciated him having the patience with me on this speed run. So then he's like, we see the shark, and he takes it out, but he doesn't kill it, or he says he doesn't know. So he starts swimming for it. And I'm like, fudge. So I'm swimming, and yep, I get bit. Piece of advice. Do not put your pills in the hotkeys. Keep them in your backpack, and don't put your food in the hotkeys. Put those on the backpack as well. And try and remember what hotkey you have for everything. But if you have your pills in the hotkey, you're going to wind up taking your pills when you don't want to. You see Proof show me how to put key items on the backpack where I don't have to open up the backpack to get them out, that I just hold it up, click on the thing, and I have access to it. Sometimes I get it, most times I don't get it. And this is a great thing if you can master this, in addition to having items on your hotbar, your hotkeys. This really helps access things a lot easier. Making quick little tarps to save the game and sleep is really convenient. You also will come across camps with tents, and you can save the game and uh, sleep as well. Breaking down a tent is easy, just hit C. I really like the icon of your fellow players, and if Calvin was still alive, you'd see his little icon. It really helps to see when you're following your players so you're not up on their ass. But yeah, I love it. They've really improved it since the forest. So now we're making torches as we're gonna go. It's getting dark, and we're gonna keep running and going through. You don't have to go to sleep if you don't want to. So the torches help, and what I love about Sons of the Forest with torches, as opposed to games like Icarus, where you burn the whole forest down, you burn your base down, you can run through the forest with these torches in Sons of the Forest and not burn yourself, your teammate, or the forest down. You will hurt the monsters, but you're not catching the forest on fire, which is really nice. But I'm such a dork and I'm running with not only a torch but my lighter. God help me. How I wish we could ride those golf carts in the game. Wouldn't that be so freaking dope? I always said that when I came across golf carts. Now I see the loot whore in all her glory, just methodically going to everything, finding anything I can take, whether I can use it or not, whatever, I'm taking it. I also come across some clues. You can pause the video and take a look at it if you want. But the clues, things that they leave, what books, book covers, titles, memos, paper, read it all. If you can pick it up and look at it, it's totally worth it with the storyline. Highly recommend it. And yeah, it really sucks to be looting in a really creepy place, seeing all the death and destruction down here, and you're like, well, wait, I didn't grab that box of cereal. There's more to get. But yeah, it's definitely creepy down here. And I'm such a dumbass running with my lighter on it out in the open. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So for this series, other than speeding up the videos, and especially maybe tripling up the speed of it, I didn't edit out the video so that you feel like you're just all along with me on a speed run. Uh, I wanted that feeling of it. So hopefully you get that feeling, but hopefully it's not boring as fuck for you either. We come across a grave and we don't have a shovel and we need to dig that area. So we're like, shoot, we're gonna have to come back to this. So because we're doing the speed run and we're not taking our time playing the game at a leisurely place and just coming across things as we're out foraging or getting wood or whatever, we want to get this done in a day. So proof is finding out, okay, where do we get the shovel? Like what locations so we can go to. Um, where's our next place? So while he's doing that, I get to protect him. And the cannibals and other crazy creatures, they're out there. Um, they're following us. They're up in the trees, and you can hear them. And so I got to protect his ass while he's doing some research for us. So surprisingly, maybe it's because I'm on guard and I can hear him already and stuff, but the jump scares, I'm not screaming like a little bitch like I was in the forest. So that's good. I saved Proof's ears. But, and I actually caught a few waxing on this guy. So this was really interesting to come across. In the forest, you also saw a lot of dead. I thought they were whales, but maybe they were sharks too. But or anyhow, you saw beached whales or dead sharks on the beach, and you see this here too, and that was a really interesting correlation. This is not the same island as the forest. It's a different location from what we understand. So I thought it was really interesting. There, the same connection. And as we're playing, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what's causing this? Because I also was really curious about what caused it in the forest. And I didn't finish the forest. I should. But I was told that I didn't need to play this game. Now I kind of wish I had. But anyhow. So because we're trying to get this game finished in a day, we're going at this pretty hardcore fast and looting as fast as possible. Also, because who knows what can pop out or jump out or get you. I mean, we have no idea at this point. Well, I have no idea, so I'm like, let's just hurry and get in and get out kind of a thing. But we had overlooked some things, and so when we first scanned by it. So do take your time going over these scenes to make sure you don't miss anything really important. So I'm really happy I'm finally able to get some frickin' feathers so I can make some frickin' arrows. Oh, so happy about this. So I went to town, slaying as many birds as I could. Initially, when this lady came by, I was thinking of the forest with the three-legged creatures in the forest. But yet, you know, she's not like that. She's not being aggressive towards us. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then realized that's Virginia, one of the people we were supposed to save. And I, yeah, I don't want to ruin our storyline of, you know, whether we save her or not. But right now, you know, with me holding a weapon in my hand, she's not too interested in getting to know me better. And honestly, I'm at this point, I'm more interested in getting feathers, to be honest. The benefit of having Proof already played the game was that he passed on tips that he shared with me. One of them, as you see, was how to make arrows a lot faster, taking a couple of sticks and feathers and just making a bunch of arrows at the same time. That really came in handy. Oh my gosh, I am such a dork. Here I am thinking I'm saving the game, and I'm not. I'm not saving it. And Proof wasn't saying anything. He was sweating bullets, but yeah. So here, Proof is showing me a really cool trick that you can do with that little thing I push, and you can change the light. And I thought that was really cool, so I'm playing around with the different colored lights and which one I like best. So as you come across these scenes, sometimes they prepare you for, they give you clues for the larger item that you're going to get. So if you come across, like, before the pistol on the raft, on the dude, the dead dude, there was like something that went along with a pistol, like bullets or something like that. And here you see like a tank, an air tank, and so the breathing apparatus that you breathe into to swim underwater, that's going to be the end goal. So they give you little clues. So when you come across these sites, look for all the clues and know that it's like, don't just give up and just turn around. Keep going. I know this is sped up and probably not giving you the same vibe that we had down here, or at least that I had down here, but I was on pins and needles. It was really creepy and just waiting for something to pop out at us or come from us from behind or something. So, yeah. And Proof is like, no, you go first. I'm like, hell no, you go first. You're leading me into this. I'm such chicken shit. So we also missed a clue that was on that person. So if you guys are in this cave and you come across that dude, make sure you look really thoroughly on him everywhere and see if you can find what we missed. This creature, whatever the F it is freaking gnarly. Creep me the F out. And poor Proof, in addition to whacking that creepy monster, I also whacked and killed Proof. Oh my gosh, I'm such a horrible teammate. I'm so sorry, Proof. So same thing with arrows. You can make multiple Molotov cocktails at the same time, so you don't have to do it one by one, which was really nice to do. I don't know why I didn't use the torch earlier. It lit it up a lot better, and I could see a lot better with the torch. So being down in these caves, with them being lower, what you can do is get behind it where they don't know how to crouch. So you can be behind that thing and kind of kite them, poke them, shoot them, whatever the hell to take them out. So that's cool. And you can also get into the water and they don't go into the water. So you can also kind of lure them out and then kill them in the water. After killing these guys, don't forget to skin them for their armor. It really does help. And you can find it, as you will see, in the backpack. When you get to this spot, there is a shark lurking in the water. And if you look down on the ground, there's body parts that you can throw out to the shark and have it be chomping on that while you jump down into the water and go. There's a cave that you swim under. So that's something that you can do. Or you can shoot it, try and shoot the shark, whatever. But you have to get past that shark. I still have a little bit of PTSD from the previous shark up at the raft not too long ago, so I'm hesitant, but I don't want to be left behind, so I jump in after Proof. And I really liked this part of the game of swimming with the respirator on and being underwater like this. It was really cool. They did a really good job designing this like this. It felt really, really realistic. So the reason why you see us go back under after we surfaced the first time was, I guess there was something else down there that we missed to get, but we're both going, do we really need this item? And we're both going, nah, we're good. And so we come back up again. So my character is really low food-wise, and you see me going through my backpack eating various foods to try and fill that food bar back up fully. And yeah, just I'm eating a lot of stuff. It makes me look like a pig. So as you see, as we're looting in the tents, there's that little pack. You always want to pick that up. It's like I forget what it's called, but you open it up and there's like little loot inside of there, like things that you can use. Like sometimes there's a couple feathers in there with other items. So it's like a little goodie bag that you always want to grab if you see it. There it is. It's called a skin pouch. Duh. Anyhow, so it'll show you what's inside of there, and I think it changes. So always make sure you pick it up. So ideally, you want to eat the ramen noodles when you're near a body of water because they're so high in sodium and stuff that they will make you dehydrated. So what I do is I fill up on water, I eat it, and then I take another thing of water. Or eat it and then have a drink of water. So that's a tip for you. here, we loot the modern axe, and I really liked this weapon. I used this a lot, and really glad we came here.
She was always tripping. Some people said that life is what you make it. But I know that life ain't fun unless you break it. Don't need nobody. I'll be fine. 'Cause I'll never ever ever be bothered.
I was too busy looting all the stuff on the ground to notice the dude up above until Proof was like, yo, check up above. And I saw the guy hanging, and Proof got him down, and that rope was kind of unnerving. It looked like a snake than a rope. But that flashlight, oh my gosh, love the flashlight. When you first get into the cave, we didn't come across any monsters right there, so it's a good place to stop if you need to go use the restroom really quick or get some food or kind of do whatever you need to do in real life. Also gives you time to research where you need to go next. So that's a good place. We also use that area to set up a quick tarp and save the game, or supposedly save the game, and sleep. Sorry for the jerky movements. I actually tripled the speed of this segment right here. So that's why it looks like I'm all herky-jerky looking around and it's moving kind of weird. The creators of this game did an amazing job. The forest feels so real, like when you're running through it and the breezes, it feels like I'm playing it and I get a little cold. the sound that it makes, that you make when you're going on the sand, it's very realistic. The swimming, the sound effects, everything's just really amazing. And I think down the road I would like to go and replay this in survival mode, but I'm really glad that I did this in speedrun. This is just the first episode. Again, I have a couple more, but we did this in a day, and this is my first game playing it speed through. And I'm glad I did that because I didn't finish the forest, and just sometimes you get lost in the surviving part of it and getting things prepped and everything, that you kind of lose focus of like, oh, hey, I need to finish the game, because you're just, I don't know. So I'm really glad I had this opportunity to do it like this. Luckily, this time I didn't take out proof, so I'm slowly but surely getting better at not taking out my teammate while trying to take out the monsters. And here is this fugly monstrosity. Ugh. So what you see us doing is we load up on something to drink, something to eat. We save the game, so in case we die or whatever, we don't have to spawn back at the last spawning place. We can spawn right here or whatever before taking on that fugly monstrosity. And honestly, I think my character is just eating and drinking out of nervousness of knowing that they have to go and fight this fugly thing. Ugh. The little creepy babies are horrible. They were horrible in the forest. They took out our whole party. So it was not fun running through here in the slightest. As we run, we come across piles of what looks like gold or some kind of goldish looking material. We don't know what that is at the moment, but we've passed that, and it really interesting in how that ties into the game. And as we're running through here, passing the bodies on the ground and seeing them tied up, I'm thinking, like, what could have done this? Like, those monstrosities that you saw earlier, you know, how could that have done it? But then also, well, maybe the cannibals did it, but it lends to the trying to figure out how everything happened. We come across another clue about the CEO, Puffington, or whatever the heck his name is. And in that black case, there was some shotgun ammo, which I'm really pumped to find a shotgun. And I'm also pumped to find the rope gun. We had a lot of fun doing zip lines in the forest, so hopefully this will make it a lot easier to use zip lines in Sons of the Forest. And then then we get to, you see me doing a zip line in here. It was already set up, but I love zip lines in game, in real life, love them. So being cold in the game will reduce your stamina. So it's bad enough I'm constantly running and that's depleting my stamina, and now it's cold. I'm cold from the rain. So that's a bummer. But I keep on going on. And not gonna lie, but I had Kate Bushes running up that hill going through my mind as I was running up this mountain. It was interesting to come across that area and see that some of the creatures were tied up by the other cannibals. It makes you wonder, like, is there a hierarchy, you know, and whatnot? Did they change? Were they humans and then they changed? I don't know, but it leaves me with a lot of questions still. It also looked like the taller cannibal that wasn't tied up was wearing a gold mask. That looks like the red mask that I have in my backpack. So that was also really interesting. Those red berries that you find me picking, those are good to eat. So if you come across those, take a lot of those. We came across another area to loot, but we had to do it quick because there were a fuck ton of cannibals out there. So I had a whole lot of rope, so when you have a lot of something, things will just spill out. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you have any questions from what you've seen in this episode, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for episode 2, which will be out next Thursday. And until then, I hope you all have a great week. Peace, love, and blessed be. Have a good day.